Stephanie Bice's election to Congress has left a vacant seat in the Oklahoma State Senate. I break down the two candidates that are running for District 22, coming up for election on April 6th, and who I'm going to vote for. Welcome to Hide and Seek Media. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and let's get to it. For all of you guys in Oklahoma who follow me, there is a special election going on April 6th in District 22 to elect a state senator to replace Stephanie Bice, who happens to be the district I live in. So since it's important to me, and I'm going to talk about it. All right. So if you live in District 22, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyways, because there's some political stuff that's going to come up that you might want to pay attention to. And definitely pay attention if you want to find out who I'm voting for in the special election April 6th. That's coming at the end. So, right, first we have Molly Uten, the Democrat. All right, she is 31, from Edmond, born and raised in Oklahoma. The speech therapist, got her master's degree from the University of Oklahoma. Got her undergraduate degree, I guess, in Harding in Arkansas. Like I said, she's a speech therapist. She's a mom. She's an Oklahoman. She's your typical Democrat. All right, she believes in teachers' unions and public education and funding, dumping more money into public education. She is for mask mandates and lockdowns. So she's, basically the toe-of-the-line Democrat, right? Nothing too controversial about her. She's just your everyday run-of-the-mill person who decided to run for Oklahoma State Senate, and that's great. I'm glad she did. We need more regular Americans stepping up and saying, you know what, I need to serve my fellow Americans in some way, shape, or form, right? And if that means I need to run for city councilman, or to get on the school board, or to run for Oklahoma State Senate, or even Congress, or the U.S. Senate, or even beyond, right? We need everyday, regular Americans doing this more. So I applaud Molly Uten for putting it all out there. I mean, because you got to take you take a big risk, right? When you put yourself out there for the public to scrutinize, right? And so you have to be willing to take that scrutiny. And if you're running for public office, then you're going to get scrutinized by a bunch of people outside of, the media and everything, like Joe Schmoes like me, who decided they want to rant and talk about you on the internet, But that's the beauty of having this lovely thing we call the internet and this lovely thing we call YouTube here, that we can just say what we want to an extent and post it online for everybody to see. And if you don't want to see, you can click off. I hope you don't, so make sure to stay tuned if you want to find out who I'm voting for at the end, and who the other candidate is, right? But Molly Uten, right? Like I said, she's your run-of-the-mill typical Democrat, all right? She's, it's all about compassion and caring and working together. But at the end of the day, those are all just words, right? Because she's still going to vote for Democrat policies, right? She still, talks about lockdowns and it doesn't really mention lockdowns and all that. All she says, right, in her on her webpage, is that Governor Stitt and the Republican legislature have failed to implement policies needed to stop the virus, despite the pleas from doctors and scientists.
She's a Democrat.
So, and anybody who watches this channel and watches me and knows this man don't vote Democrat. No, sir. Nuh-uh. So, if I'm not going to vote for Molly Ooten, right, and you've tuned in this far, thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a video. And let's get into this other, the Republican candidate for District 22, right, filling Stephanie Bice's seat, right? So the Republican candidate that won the primary against Carrie Shipley is Jake Merrick, right? Now, I was out of town, and apparently somebody, either he came by my house or somebody from his campaign came by my house and talked to my mom for a little while. I wish I was here. I would have loved to have gotten him, you know, to say a few words on camera or whatever. But I've been doing my research on this guy ever since he stopped by my house. And I have to say, I'm impressed. Okay, so if anybody follows my channel and has watched my videos, this guy has the same line of thinking I do. Okay? He believes the same things I believe about COVID. He believes the same things I believe about the election. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to look a little more into this guy. Okay, so we got Jake Merrick, right? He is a minister and a fitness instructor. And the first part of it, I said he's a minister. That should tell you everything you need to know as far as his moral compass, right? I shouldn't have to say anything more about his moral compass. He's a minister, right? Most ministers I know have a pretty straight and narrow moral compass, right? So, on like a lot of his campaign slogan stuff says "We the people." And anybody who is following my channel knows that that is what my freaking cover photo is. You know, we the people, right? Because I believe in the Constitution. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm a constitutional libertarian, if you will. But I fully support the Constitution, 100%, and believe that it should be followed by every state and every American, for that matter. You know, so I saw that. Hey, bing! That's another check mark for Jake Merrick in the hide and seek media book here, right? So he wants to protect your rights to worship, protect your right to bear arms. He wants to protect the right to school choice. He's an abortion abolitionist, I think is how you say it. He wants to completely abolish abortion here in the state of Oklahoma. You know, Jake Merrick wants to keep your businesses open, right? I'm all for that. You know, this COVID lockdown crap was complete. I think half capacity and quarter capacity and all that was stupid. Okay, it was completely stupid. All right, never did the mortality rate of COVID ever break 3%. Right, the survivability rate was always 97 something. Okay, always. So. From what I remember anyways. If I'm wrong, fact check me and leave a comment down below. But I'm pretty sure that I can never remember a time when the mortality rate for COVID was that high. It's always been low. You get it. There's a lot of people that can get it. And in the beginning there were a lot of people dying. Right? There were a lot of elderly people dying. But then if you kind of dig into that a little bit, right? And I've got a video for that I'll link right up here. But if you kind of dig into that, right, there were some people making some bad decisions that ended up costing a lot of people their lives, right? And there's been no accountability for that either. Okay, so let's get into Jake Merrick's stance on COVID, right? He believes what I believe. Right? And anybody who's watched the video, hey, I'll link that one right here. But anybody who's seen that video about Event 201 and how it relates to COVID-19 and my thoughts about what COVID-19 is, if you haven't watched it, make sure to watch it after this video. If you have watched it, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't watched it, but you've done your own research, I'm glad you have, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? So we're not going to get into the nitty-gritty details because I don't want to get banned or get another strike. So, you know, Jake Merrick, he's big on the oil and gas industry, so he wants to make sure to keep those jobs here, bring them back, boost the economy back up using oil and gas. He's critical of Joe Biden. So this guy, he is a Republican right up my alley. Jake Merrick's got my vote April 6th for District 22. I'm going to be trying to spread the word as much as I can over the next few days to try to get people out there on the 6th to make sure they vote. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing on my videos. If what you like, what you don't like, what I can fix. And I will catch y'all later. Peace.